a middle school decided to raise funds for underprivileged students by staging a play called Christmas Eve. Catherine, a 9-year-old, was lucky to be chosen by the teacher to play the princess in the play. For several weeks, her mother painstakingly practiced lines with her. However, no matter how well she performed at home, once on age, all the lines in her mind disappeared. In the end, the teacher had to replace her with someone else. The teacher told Catherine that she had written an additional role for the play, a narrator, and asked Catherine to switch roles. Although the teacher's tone was quite cordial and gentle, it deeply hurt Catherine, especially when she saw her role given to another girl. That day, when Catherine returned home for lunch, she didn't tell her mother what had happened. However, her attentive mother noticed her unease. Her mother didn't suggest practicing lines again, but instead asked if she wanted to take a walk in the yard. It was a bright spring day, and the rose vines on the arbor were blooming with beautiful new green leaves. Catherine accidentally saw her mother bending down in front of a dandelion. "I think I need to pull out all these weeds," she said, forcefully pulling them out by the roots. "From now on, we'll only have roses in this garden, but I like dandelions," Catherine protested. "All flowers are beautiful, even dandelions." Her mother smiled at her. "Yes, each flower brings joy in its own way, doesn't it?" Catherine nodded, pleased that she had won over her mother. "And it's the same for everyone," her mother added. "Not everyone can be a princess, and there's no shame in not being one." Catherine felt her mother had guessed her pain. She told her mother what had happened and burst into tears. Her mother smiled understandingly. "But you will be an excellent narrator," her mother said. "The role of the narrator is just as important as that of the princess. Each of us has our own mission, personality, and way of life." He is a clothing business owner. After the big dog at home gave birth to puppies, he decided to sell some of them. 7 puppies were born in total, which seemed like a lot to keep. The children were obviously attracted by the wooden sign at his door that read "Puppies for Sale," so they all rushed in, begging the owner to let them see the puppies. The owner whistled, and the 7 fluffy puppies came running over, as if competing for a bone. One young boy's eyes fell on the last puppy running in the back. "Uncle, what's wrong with it? That puppy is limping, like it's injured." "Oh, it was born with a limp leg, so it can't run fast." The owner smiled at the boy, then pointed to the 6 healthy and lively puppies at his feet. "If you want to buy one, choose from these." "No, I want that one." The young boy ran over, picked up the disabled puppy, and took out about 5 or 6 coins from his pocket, placing them on the counter. "I'm not sure if this is enough. If you want this puppy, I'll give it to you for free. After all, it's disabled, and no one will buy it," the owner said, returning the coins. "No, I don't want you to give it for free." The boy seemed determined, then rolled up his pants leg and said, "Someone will definitely buy it because, like me, it is still useful." The owner noticed a metal brace hidden under the boy's pants leg. The world is full of imperfections, and only by accepting and appreciating them can we discover the beauty of life. Every life has unique value. We must respect and cherish every life, providing equal love and opportunities. A very wise old man was summoned to the palace by the king, and appointed as the royal advisor. He had a famous catchphrase, which was, "This is good. It is a good thing." One day, the king accidentally had his little finger crushed. In excruciating pain, the king asked the old man if there was any way to alleviate the pain. The old man, once again, recited his catchphrase and told the king, "Your Majesty, please say out loud, 'This is good, it is a good thing,' and your pain will be greatly reduced." Enraged, the king retorted, "My hand is in such a state, and you still say, 'It is a good thing.' I will now imprison you, and see if you still think it is a good thing." However, When the guards escorted the old man to the prison, he continued to repeat the same phrase. "This is good, it is a good thing. Even going to jail is a good thing." Later, the king and his ministers went hunting, but were unfortunately captured by indigenous tribes who planned to sacrifice them. According to local customs, individuals with missing limbs could not be offered as sacrifices. Hence, the king was released. Upon returning, the first thing the king did was to release the old man, praising him greatly. He then asked, "It has been proven that losing my finger was a good thing, but being in prison for so long, was that also a good thing?" "Of course," the old man replied, "if I had not been in prison, I would have surely been with you on the hunting trip, and now I would have been killed." The wise old man shook his intact hands and said, "There is no absolute boundary between fortune and misfortune. Everything has two sides. As long as one can view things optimistically, behind every dark cloud, the sun still shines."